Hey there, team. All right, give me the next 5 minutes, and I'm going to show you that your team does not need you to create for them more documents, more Loom videos. You don't need more meetings. You don't need training sessions. All you need, and this is a game changer, is a searchable playbook for your business. Now, stay with me. And team, I love your Google Drive. It is fantastic. It's not going to cut it. Here is what we see inside almost every scaling business that we work with. Now, you've technically got systems, which is awesome. Systems, we love systems. Systems are sexy, right? Thing is, you've got them scattered across Google Drive, Notion, Slack, someone's desktop, or maybe actually physical books, physical folders back from, 2009, potentially, depending on how long you've been in business. And what ends up happening, and I know because I've experienced this even in my team, that you end up spending more time hunting for information than actually doing the work. And what ends up happening is that your team come to you, the founder, the general manager, the owner, the operations manager, because you, for them, are the only searchable system in the business. You become the human Google. And if you're nodding along right now, I know I am because it still happens to us when we haven't updated things. I promise you, you are not alone. You are not broken. You just haven't created a business that's searchable yet. Cool? All right, we got you. We got you. Now, your team cares. They do. It's not that they're untrained. It's not that you need better people. It's just that the answers that they need are buried under layers and layers of what I like to call digital clutter. And humans by nature will always choose the path of least resistance. It's the fastest way for them to get clarity is asking another human. So they're asking you. Ding, ding, ding. Slack is pinging, your WhatsApp is pinging, Teams is pinging. Ping, 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 right? I know you know what I'm talking about. And it'll be, hey, quick question, right? It's that same dread-inducing line that you've seen 20 times a day, right? Maybe even more. Hey, what's the latest version of this? How are we doing this now? What about this? And that's not a people problem. That's an access problem. So how do you fix it? A searchable business playbook changes everything. And it doesn't have to be this pretty document. And it's not this like 70-page SOP manual that no one's ever going to read. It needs to be a living, breathing system that becomes part of your DNA that your whole team can trust. And trust is the key here, right? So here's how we build it. Now, we have a particular piece of software that we love to use called Trainual. We love it, but you can do this with any piece of software that's searchable. Here's how you get it done. Number one, you have to centralize everything. One source of truth, one home, one hub, not 5 places to look, not 12, not 7, one. Because if your systems live everywhere, they may as well live nowhere. The second thing that needs to happen is you need to make it aggressively searchable. And this is where a lot of you fail because we see this all the time. A playbook that isn't searchable is a problem, right? It's actually a bottleneck in the business. We need to create a searchable playbook that's structured in a really beautiful way. So think clean naming conventions, clear categories, tagging the team that are actually involved with that thing, and SOPs that are written in plain language. And I see this all the time, guilty of it myself sometimes. We don't want those mystery files that say final version 3 use this one, please, really, okay, thanks, bye. Right? We all have those files in the system. The third thing you need to do is write for human, right? If your team needs some magical decoder ring from the 80s to understand your SOPs, they're not going to use them. They're going to keep coming back to you. So a real awesome living, breathing playbook, think screenshots, short bulleted lists, short Loom videos, like little snippets, real clarity around here's the outcome and here's what great looks like. In our business, we call it here's what the gold standard looks like. They don't need paragraphs and walls of text. They need you to guide them through a process. And the fourth thing, I said this earlier, it needs to be part of your DNA, part of your culture, not just this once off project. It's not a document. It's not a piece of work. It's a leadership tool. It's onboarding. It's training. It's decision making. It's self leadership and accountability. And it's how you scale as a business without burning out in the process. Team, when your team knows where to find the answers and they trust that the answer is rock solid and going to give them a great outcome, that's where you unlock real autonomy in your team. Now, recently we worked with a client and they were switched on. They said, we need a searchable playbook, really smart humans. We're talking like in the medical industry, absolutely like sharp, high performers, but nothing was centralized. So we took all of their uncentralized SOPs, knowledge base information, and we built a searchable playbook in under a month. And the next month, what they experienced was that their questions dropped by, they told me, around 60%. And Slack messages cut in half. And what they said was the questions that they were being asked, really beautiful. They knew that they had to either add that to an existing SOP, the answer to that question, or they had to create a new SOP. So the questions will drop over time as you build this out. Excuse me. But the beauty of it is the questions then tell you what's missing. They got time back and they created a business that was searchable. Amazing, right? Now, your business does not need more documents. It needs a single source of truth. One system, one searchable playbook, so your people can move without you being the bottleneck or you hand holding them every step. Stop being the human Google and let your systems do the heavy lifting. Because team, as we believe at Imaginate, you can get more done, you can have more fun by building a business that runs itself with having your own incredible playbook. And if you want the exact framework that I use to build searchable playbooks for clients, the same one that will free up hours for you every single week, hit me down below with the word playbook and we'll send it straight across. Thanks for tuning in.